Alright, so I want to spend a couple minutes talking about how to get the boat into tight spots. Um, and, this would be one. So, first of all, of course, the draft of the boat with the centerboard down is 4 feet 6 inches. So the first thing you want to do if you're not sure about the depth of the water is raise the centerboard, reducing the draft to 18 inches. Of course, the rudder still sticks below that, so if it's super shallow, you may need to lift up the rudder as well, which I use my boat hook. I've got some duct tape around the actual hook part, so I don't scratch up my rudder, and so I just hook that underneath and lift it up. The other consideration, I guess, is, can you see, right? So what's the visibility in the water? I would be very, very hesitant to take my boat into a shallow cove if I can't see the bottom. Luckily here, once you get into the shallows, you can see about 10 feet down. You can't see real good from the back of the boat. You might need a spotter. So, if you have two people, having one person on the bow, just kind of looking for rocks or whatever obstacles, that's a great way to go. If not, an option is backing in, but of course, again, you got to make sure you can see what you're doing, because if you back into a rock, you could bust up your propeller, which would be bad. The next thing you got to figure out is, are you going to use the rudder, right? So if you use the rudder, then cool, you got to maintain flow over the rudder to steer the boat. And so that means you have to maintain a certain amount of speed. Not super fast, but you would certainly have more control if you lift up the rudder and then steer with the outboard. When you steer with the outboard, of course, the outboard, even though I have a long shaft, it still is not as deep as the shoulder draft keel. And then you get great steering control because you can, turn the motor in the direction, kind of like a thruster, that you want to go. Okay, so here you can see I've lifted the rudder and I'm going to use the outboard for my steering. Okay, another idea is, so you can see here that I've marked my boat hook with depth. So, again, you can check your depth with your boat hook. So I've got 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. And so, again, with 18 inches of draft, as long as you have at least 2 feet, you're probably in good shape. And then, of course, you can also use the boat hook to push off of obstacles or to get around obstacles.